Well, that happened. After our Q1 top 10 video, the market, in a technical sense, went cuckoo bananas. It crashed, rebounded, mourned, denied anything was wrong, and then ignored the problem entirely. The 5 stages of market grief. But you're not here for hot takes. See those train wrecks in the description. You're here for stock picks, damn it. In celebration of Stock Gossip's new stock rating system, we're taking the top 10 stocks rated on the platform. Mega cap stocks be damned. Here are the top 10 stocks for Q2 2025. So, 4 top investors rated Hood a buy. And my god, I can't disagree with them. Revenue is at $1 billion, up 50% year over year, and margins are at 36%. Robinhood is a clear disruptor in the brokerage space. They've already moved into cryptos and derivatives, and I could see them into the future disrupting more legacy spaces like 401ks and international markets. Hood is keeping to its namesake, robbing market share from established brokerages. Alright, 4 top investors rated Pepsi a buy. So what's the story? Well, Pepsi has fallen to $130 after almost touching $200 in 2023, and our top investors think that buying this stock is highway robbery. What a new investor may not know is that Pepsi isn't really Pepsi anymore. Like Disney, you're not just getting Mickey Mouse, you're getting some Daredevil too. Brands you may not know that are co-owned or owned by Pepsi include Gatorade, Aquafina, Lipton Iced Tea in a partnership only, Mountain Dew, Bubbly, Brisk, Doritos, Fritos, and a 31% stake in the shaky Tropicana. Oh, and they also own Naked Juice. And they also have bottling rights to Starbucks bottled beverages. And they own Captain Crunch too, why not? Pepsi is a portfolio of beverages and snacks and miscellaneous. Because of this portfolio-driven approach, Pepsi has been a consistently growing stock for the last decade. A FANG stock, I guess we're coloring within the lines on this stock list. We got 5 investors on board with Amazon, and honestly, why not? Let the e-commerce growth continue. Between Amazon Web Services, which provide a lot of services for a lot of websites, apps, and more, Amazon Prime, and oh, by the way, they also own Whole Foods, Amazon is going to continue being a dominant force not only in e-commerce, but in web services too. Amazon dominates roughly 30% of global cloud computing. This makes their share in cloud computing bigger than Microsoft and Google's share. So yeah, this tech bubble relic is now the quote-unquote safe choice in 2025. 3 top investors rated SoFi a buy, and for those who were trapped under a rock the last decade, you may be wondering, what is a SoFi? It's an online bank, it's as simple as that. Their first venture when they were a startup was using algorithms to make better student loan packages. Now, they'll give you a loan for anything, for anybody, for anywhere. You can give them your jewelry and get a secure loan. SoFi is exposed to everything banking at this point. They have a brokerage, a personal finance arm, credit cards, and insurance. If you want to invest in the premier digital bank, check out SoFi. And SoFi stands for social finance. There are reasons, but it's not even relevant anymore. Four top investors rated AMD a buy. Remember when AMD was a joke and Intel was the chip maker powerhouse? Yeah, things are all over the place right now. Intel is still very dominant, but AMD is making significant headways in new chip market segments like AI and pushing their way into legacy markets like data centers. Like Nvidia, these chip manufacturers are jumping into new trends and markets and looking to outpace Intel in these markets. Check out the whole computer chip sector. With so many advances, there is a lot of opportunity and shakeup in this space. And speaking of advances, four top investors rated ASML a buy. So you want to deep dive into the semiconductor industry that drives our digital world? You just realized the word semiconductor is a techno term you don't understand? Well, fear not. I'm not explaining any of that, and instead giving you the broad strokes about ASML. So basically, the semiconductor chip is the brain of your computer, your apps, your phone, your TV, anywhere where you can watch YouTube or, TikTok, I guess. These brains are very, very complicated, and you need complicated machines called lithography machines to build them. These machines build your phone's brain, and ASML are essentially the only ones that make these machines. Honestly, it's all fascinating stuff you should look up. But as a new investor, essentially high demand plus monopoly equals investment opportunity. For every one of these stock ideas, you need to do your own research, but for this one, I highly recommend doing a lot of research. You need to feel good about holding this one for the next decade, because it's going to be a bumpy ride before the potential explosion upwards. Another FANG stock, excuse me. It's like, well, duh, Facebook. I mean, 4 top investors rated Meta platforms a buy, and frankly, they're just a cash cow now. They even give a little dividend. They may have so much cash. Cash, cash, cash. That's what you should think when you think Meta platforms. So about half the world uses their products, including Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Me personally, I still think Roblox is the superior metaverse play, but Meta platforms isn't about the metaverse right now. Like, MetaQuest is more augmented reality, and Meta smart glasses were a Google failed venture. I don't know. I think right now, metaverse isn't the point. The point is, cash, cash, cash. Do your own research on Meta platforms. I don't use Facebook anymore. Five top investors love Visa. Like I said, mega cap stocks be damned. Visa is an obvious stock for new investors. There's probably one in your pocket right now. But I think the interesting thing about Visa is what risks are knocking on the front door. Tech companies are quietly chipping away at its electronic payment business. As consumers want seamless and instant payment experiences, I think Visa is being challenged to meet these demands. While this looks like a quote-unquote safe investment, good investors should check in on Visa. If a shift happens, it may come swiftly. Four top investors love Microsoft. Microsoft. If you're over 40, please note the Microsoft of the 90s is gone. This is not an operating system company. This is a technology fund. Like Amazon, they are everywhere in the technology space. Remember StarCraft? They own this franchise. The Minecraft movie? That's Microsoft IP. You use LinkedIn? That's a Microsoft social network. Making code changes? GitHub was gobbled up by Microsoft. Oh, and that whole open AI craze? They have a significant stake in that too. The operating system business is an absolute cash cow, and they use this money to buy out other cash cow or potential cash cow tech businesses. Check out Microsoft. It's a stock I constantly monitor myself. Uber? What are you doing here? With 5 top investors rating Uber a buy, this taxi service snuck up here and beat out juggernauts like Microsoft and Amazon. Uber connects riders with drivers. They do this very efficiently. I just took an Uber to the airport. If you're in need of consumer-based transportation needs, like yourself or like your food, Uber's a choice. Already, Uber is leveraging AI to make it easier to get a ride, and they're starting to experiment with driverless cars. If you like your experience with Uber, check out their stock. If you didn't enjoy your experience, I guess check out Lyft stock? I don't know. Well, there you have it. The top 10 best stock picks from the Stock Gossip community. These stock picks are rated highly by our investors in the top percentile of our community. And we automatically removed all the volatile members, which is probably why these choices were all high growth stocks with proven businesses. But you know what, new investor? If you want to maximize performance and minimize volatility in your portfolio, check out the front page of stockgossip.com or the Stock Gossip app. We update our top picks daily so you can research a better portfolio and stop finding duds. Instead, find some wealth. And if you enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe. Every little bit helps. Skynet. And if you have a friend who is a new investor and keeps bugging you asking, hey, what's a good stock idea? Just point them to the front page of stockbossip.com. We're like the Rotten Tomatoes of stocks, or the social network for stocks, or we're the answer-giving thing for stocks. Thanks for watching. New investors, there's no better time to invest than the present.